Brighter Shores is the latest free-to-play MMORPG designed by the same guy who made Runescape, which is why it shares a lot of similarities to Runescape, albeit slightly different. To summarize this game, it is basically a profession grinding idle game. Whether you're chopping down trees, fighting enemies, or fishing, you are simply doing all of these tasks to have your XP bar grow so you can get to higher tiered versions of the same content. One of the things that I find wildly impressive with this game is the UI, because it's completely customizable, allowing you to resize windows, drag and drop icons from one side of the screen to the other. It's all very, very intuitive. I also love how all of the information is displayed to the player within the game. Like, as you explore the world, you're discovering all of the things that you can interact with, and that's marking it on the map for you permanently. It's a great way of letting you keep track of everything without having to resort to looking up anything online. And originally I was going to complain about the fact that you couldn't click on the map to navigate to a location, but now you can. The patch today just ended up adding that. Unfortunately, it only lets you travel a couple screens over from your character, but it's better than nothing. There's also a handy professions tracker where you can go into any of these at any time, see all of the current recommended options for grinding, and even scroll down to see what's coming next. I also love the fact that you can play this game with one hand. The majority of your controls are literally just left clicking. Now, they also just added in today's patch the ability for one-click actions. Previously, you would have to click on something, a submenu would open, and then you would choose the action. But not anymore. This might seem minor, but it goes a long way in an idle game like this. Another thing I found impressive was how all of the professions bled into each other. Combat eventually has enemies hitting you too hard, so you need to get healing potions, which requires you to level up your botany, because you gotta gather plants, and also your alchemy, because you have to craft potions. But if that's not really your idea of fun, don't worry, because player trading is on the way. I am a little bit worried about how the game's going to handle long-term progression though, because even right now, as soon as you go into the next area, your combat level resets. The developer put out a blog post basically explaining how they wanted the game to be approachable no matter what zone you were in. But admittedly, going into the second area and having all my skills start from zero was pretty frustrating, because it kind of made the game feel pointless when I'd go into the second area and none of my gear worked. Overall, I can still recommend this game. It is free to play, it is very stylized, it's also very, very small in file size. But I would also suggest that you wait. There's a lot of features that aren't currently in the game yet, like player trading and PvP, but unfortunately, player trading has already been confirmed to be locked behind the subscription model. And that's not really, I don't like that.